The fur trade is one of the oldest in the world. For centuries, it has been a sought-after product around the globe. New York was even founded by trappers in the 17th century. It's a luxury product seen on catwalks and sidewalks from New York to Paris, from Beijing to Berlin. But it is also controversial. Not everybody likes fur, and many campaign to have it ended as a trade. There are, of course, as with everything, arguments for and against. The bigger debate is over the issue of rights, and it's all about whether people should be allowed to use animals. The animal rights groups argue that animals have rights. They should not be used for fur by humans, or their meat or other products eaten. For example, cheese, yogurt or honey. And in many cases, they don't even agree animals should be used for testing new medicines or surgical procedures. The fur trade takes a different view. People have always used animals for food and warmth, and this is true given our wide use of meat, leather and fur. They argue that the high welfare standards of the animal are the critical issue rather than any ethical rights that animals have. The other debates over fur look at the care of the animal itself. Those opposed argue that it's cruel to keep animals in cages or trap them for fur. They say that animals are cruelly killed in poor conditions and even in some cases are skinned alive. The fur trade says that it is one of the most regulated in the world, with strict rules on cage sizes, feeding and killing methods. Skinning alive never takes place in the regulated fur trade. It would of course be barbaric, and it's not something that anybody would realistically do. They argue that like all farmers, fur farmers care for their animals both emotionally and as professionals. Fake versus real fur is another debate. Fake fur, it's argued, is a good alternative for fur that can be used, sidestepping the debates of animal rights and welfare. Real fur, however, is a natural product that is much more sustainable, lasts for generations, and is biodegradable, unlike the fake fur available, which will end up like other plastics, taking space in landfill sites for generations. This brings us to the issue of sustainable fashion. Those against fur claim farming is not a natural process and has a negative environmental impact. But those for point to the many environmental benefits of farming. The animals are fed from other farming byproducts, such as chicken